Alright, hello everyone and welcome to the second installment of How Far Can I Get? Today we're going to be covering the original Battletoads on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Of course, developed and published by Rare, the all-time best video game development company from back in the old days. So, now before we start this, of course, like I mentioned in the last How Far Can I Get, the farthest I've gotten in this game is, I believe, the 5th level? The 5th or 6th level. I don't remember if I had warps or not. And I don't think I was using cheats. I think I had warps. I think I used warps. But I didn't use cheats. So that was the farthest I've made it without cheats and with warps. Now, in this case, I haven't played Battletoads in quite a while, so I can't remember where the warps are. Otherwise, I would have used them. That would have made things much easier. So, sadly, I didn't make it too terribly far in this How Far Can I Get, but we'll just see how far I got. So, in this case, I knew there's a warp at the top up there, on top of the thing up there. I think there's a warp up there anyways. I didn't know for sure, and I don't know at this moment. But I think there's one up there. So, yeah. Now, I actually was doing quite well. Like, I was really, like, my heart was pumping when I was getting closer to past the part that I kept getting stuck on before. Like, well, you'll see. You'll see when we get to, Wiki Hole. I did really good in Wiki Hole. Like, that was probably the best run I've ever had of Wiki Hole. Now, on my attempt previously, previous to this one, I actually managed to knock the pig down and ride it. And when my friend Chris told me you can ride the pigs, I didn't believe him, but you can ride them and they shoot fireballs. But they're not all that useful. They get you into more trouble than they're worth, really, because you can't move around as freely as you normally could. And also, I suck at grabbing those, if you couldn't tell. But yeah, like, they get you into more trouble than they're worth. So, they're not really worth getting on, honestly. But once you knock them down, you can go and jump on them, like when they're lying on the ground. I don't know how I got hit there. I could have sworn I was out of the way, but apparently I wasn't because it hit me. So, good old NES physics. They worked well that time. And of course, that one just scrolls off screen. Just disappears. So, and there you go. And there's the first level, which I don't remember what the first one's called. I never do. But I know this one's called Wookie Hole. And I'd just skip all this, I believe. Let's get mad, bad, and crazy. Alright, so yeah, this is the best run of Wookie Hole I've ever had. I mean, really, this is probably the best I've ever had, I believe. Because I always have trouble here just slightly. Like, I never really die, I just take unnecessary damage. And see, I juggled here. I juggled. I never juggled before. This is the first time I managed to get juggling down. So what you're supposed to do is you juggle birds and you get 1-ups. Because you get, like, I think, however many points, you get a 1-up. So that's what I was trying to go for. And if you get it up there, you just, every time you juggle, you'll get a 1-up, I believe. So it's like, the fucking stomping on a turtle repeatedly. Fucking Koopa in Mario Bros. But see here, I believe I got another juggling down. Almost. I almost got it down. But I believe I got it with this bird. Nope. I get it again at some point and get a couple 1-ups off of it. So, at one point I will get it again and I'll get some good 1-ups. There we go. See, if I would have hit it a couple more times, I would have had a couple more 1-ups, but it didn't work out the way I wanted, so. Oh well. But I got like 2 or 3 extra 1-ups so far, so that's pretty good. That's already better than what I had before, and also I got hit for no reason there because bad timing. Also, I couldn't get up against the wall because he wouldn't stop. So, yeah. And of course, if you don't know how to play Battletoads, the best way to just get rid of any enemies in this is just right up against the wall and get rid of them. Now, don't do any more juggling. I try to the whole time, but I don't ever have enough time to get any good juggling down. You can really only do it in the beginning phase, like the first half of Wookie Hole, I believe. After that, there's too many obstacles like this and more enemies that pop up that keep you from actually getting the juggling down. And those birds, of course, will cut the rope. And you'll die instantly and lose a life. I tried to get some juggling down there. but I didn't do a good job. And of course, these little birds won't cut your rope, they just go after you, but they cause trouble at least. Luckily they do refill your health though, because they give you plenty of these little dragonflies, or whatever they are. So you're good on health if you take a little bit of damage. You don't gotta worry about it carrying over to the next level and not having much health. So, I thought I'd get rid of that one bird that just swooped down from the top. See, I keep getting hit by these damn fucking birds. But they give more little bugs. Just the right amount too. And I managed to get all of them that time. So full health. And 15,000 points. That silver guy's a pain in the ass, but just do the cannonball. And it works perfectly. Cannonball works for everything in Wookiee Hole. Whenever you're uncertain, you cannonball. Attempt to juggle one last time, and then say, oh fuck, these guys are here. No juggling for me. This is the last phase of Wookiee Hole, of course, so. Now Wookiee Hole is done. With no lives lost, just some health, but I regained it all. And now we have Turbo Tunnel, which is, of course, everyone's dreaded level. It's actually not all that hard either, it's just memorization. And of course, a lot of these old games are memorization, but see, in my case, I don't have it memorized, so I don't make it past Turbo Tunnel. And I was right off the bat, did you see that? What the fuck was that? That was bullshit. And then of course here I let them get away with my health. Every other time before this attempt, I did not let them get away with my health. Didn't even let them grab the health. So this time, of course, I let them get away with it. So, although it doesn't really matter, you're not going to be taking individual damage here. When you die in Turbo Tunnel, you lose an entire life. You don't lose health. So it doesn't really matter. Unless you let, you know, these rat boys get you. Also here, this is very scary because I almost fell off. The game will fuck you over there, I'm sure. I've never fallen off doing that, but I'm sure you can. And there was an extra one up there, so that's pretty good. I will need it. That made up for that one I lost when I first came in. So here's the fun part. Like I said, this is memorization. And I'm not very good. Or I don't have this memorized, rather. I mean, you can do it just off the moment. You just have to have good reaction times and not fall for the shit, because they actually trick you a few times here and there. But otherwise, it's much easier than other parts in the game. It's difficult. It's definitely difficult, but it's much easier than later parts in the game. Like Rat Race, that's a hard one. Klinger Winger, that's the hard one. Klinger Winger is and look, see where I died there? That was bullshit. I guess that was my own fault, but that was bullshit. I shouldn't have died there. And I did, so. I managed to get all the way to like the end of Turbo Tunnel, but I never get past it. And you'll see why. It'll be so stupid why and how I die. I don't understand how I kept dying actually. So. Yeah, this part isn't too hard. I almost jumped over the thing there actually. And see, I fucked up again there. I jumped too early, I guess. Like, I was trying to make sure I had enough time to jump in between those two, but, well, it didn't work out very well, because I jumped too early. That time I got it. Well, actually, no, I think it's the next one coming up is the one I have to get it. No, yeah, that was it. I finally got past it, I guess. Unless it's this one here. It's this one here. Okay, there we go. Got it. And then don't jump there, of course, because that's a blue one that they want you to jump up to, and it's not. That's one that you go under. See, that's the ones that piss me off. The ones that you have to not jump at. And I barely got that one. See there, they want you to jump, and I didn't. And here, they want to fuck you up because you have to jump at a blue ramp. And then here, of course, this isn't too hard. Just watch out for the enemies, but also watch out for that right there. I almost got hit by it. It comes up so fast, like they don't give you any reaction time, really. Alright, so just sped up a little bit here. And I apparently didn't realize that one's right in the center. So as you can see, I have 4 lives left so far. Should be plenty of lives to finish this with, you'd think. I should be able to get past this just fine. But that wasn't the case. So, Yeah, as you can tell, I suck at Battletoads. I suck at old NES games, that's why I'm doing this series, because I am very bad at retro NES games. I've never been good at them. I've always been bad at them, even the Super Mario Brothers. I suck at all of them. So, maybe this series will be a good laugh, and also be good practice. Also, they slowed down a little bit, so there's this little section here, and then we'll get to a part where I have to manually jump. Which is right here. I don't move at all. I keep myself well, okay, not this part. This part's not hard at all. This actually is easy. Just dodge that shit and then go front, and then go back. See, okay, right, jump, 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 jump. Oh, well, I missed that jump there. See, I was almost past that part. That's where I kept dying at. I hate to say it because I was so close to the end. So anyways, checkpoint. Don't jump. Go back up. And then dodge little guys there. Stay in the center. That time, for some reason, I went down even though I didn't mean to. Now, it probably would have been good if I was using a D-pad and not a control stick. I did use a GameCube controller for all of this. I didn't want to use my Wii remote because it felt better to have like a stick when moving around. It was a little bit easier than using a D-pad because I need a big D-pad to do this with. And for some reason I died there. I don't know why, but I died there, which was ridiculous. I shouldn't have, but I did. So, but yeah, I wish I had like a Super Nintendo controller to use, and I don't. That would have made things easier. Or rather just an NES controller even. Like either or. This time I didn't die here, of course. I made sure to do it right. I took my time and did it right. And then here I was too far down. Okay, so that's what happened. I was too far down. Alright, so they don't move. I was just too far down accidentally from the last spot. See, when I was doing this, I was confused because I thought I was straight. Like when I recorded this, I was pissed because I thought I was straight on those platforms. And I thought like a center one moved up and you were supposed to move up with it on your jump. And I thought that was just demented. But apparently that's not the case. I just was apparently moving down. And of course I missed a jump here. I jumped too early. Either I jumped too early or I missed it. But I don't know. I kept missing it. So, of course that's where I got stuck at. That's where I died. And this is where it all comes to an end. Right up here. Well, give it a minute. I die in the same place as I've been dying. Right off the platform. See, I was centered this time, but I didn't even jump. For some reason, I didn't jump. So, that's the end of How Far Can I Get featuring Battletoads. So, that's the farthest I get. Like I said, I've gotten, I believe, to level 5 with Warp, so that's not really an accomplishment to be proud of, but I'm the second best Battletoads in our group of friends, I think. Or third best now, I think. Because I think there's Retroactive Phantom. Of course, he's beaten the game without any game overs. I think LP Grotus has beaten it. I think. So, the only person that would be able to beat it next to Chris would be LP Grotus. So, I'm either second or third when it comes to Battletoads. But, so next time on How Far Can I Get? I don't know what game I'm playing, so vote in the comments below for what game I should play next. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys hopefully next Sunday for this, even though this is being recorded on Tuesday, and will go up this coming Sunday. Hope that I'll see you guys next Sunday for the next one. So, take it easy, peace out.